Hello, in this video we are going to try to solve some additional problems. So the first one is expand the following expression. So let's see, our first expression A is logarithm x square multiplied by x minus 1 cube over 2x plus 1 power 4. Okay, so this is our first expression, so we need to expand it. Okay, and we have another expression which is b here, and we need to expand this expression also, which is logarithm square root x cube multiplied by y square multiplied by z power 5 and base c. Okay, so these are my two expression. I need to expand those expression, right? So let's do first A. First of all, I am going to assume that this whole numerator is my m, and I'm going to assume that my whole denominator is equal to n. So what I have quotient rule, logarithm m over n, so I can write logarithm m minus logarithm n. So let me write it down here. So logarithm m, what is my m? My m is x square multiplied by x minus 1 cube. So this is my m, and then minus logarithm of n. So logarithm n, so what is my n? It is 2x plus 1 power 4. Okay, so and so that is basically my expansion. Now let's see what are the more expansion I can do. Now here, look at here, I have logarithm x square multiplied by another term. So if I have two term in multiplication form, I can say logarithm m plus logarithm n. So I can simply write logarithm of x square and then plus logarithm of the second term, which is x minus 1 cube. Okay, so that is done with this one. So now let's see with this term. Okay, I have a minus, fine. Then look at here, for the power rule, if I have m power r actually come where? At the front of my logarithm. So look at here, I have a power 4, so that power 4 is going to come before my logarithm here. So I am going to have 4 logarithm of 2x plus 1. All right, so let's look at this. So similarly here I have a power 2, so that power 2 is going to come as a the front, so it is going to be 2 logarithm of x plus, and that power 3 is going to come at the front, so it is going to be 3 logarithm of x minus 1 and then minus 4 logarithm of 2x plus 1, because I cannot expand this term anymore. So now as you can see, I'll not be able to expand any of the term any longer. So that is basically the final expansion of my first problem. Okay, so let us do the second problem. So what I am going to do is, first of all, that square root I'm going to express it in a different manner. So so I have a logarithm, and I have x cube y square z power 5, and the all thing power half, because that's what my square root is. And what is the base? Base is c. All right, so now power rule, if I have m power r, so r at the front, so I have power half, so that half is going to come at the front, so I'm going to write half outside my logarithm, and then logarithm x cube multiplied by y square multiplied by z power 5, and base is c, right? So we are done with this step. Now let's see one thing. I have three quantity in product form, so whenever from the product rule, if I have a quantity in product form, I can basically write down as a addition. So let's write down that half is half, I put the bracket, then I can say logarithm of my first term, which is x cube, plus logarithm of my second term, so logarithm of my second term, which is y square, plus logarithm of my third term, so logarithm z power 5, and base is c for all my logarithm. Now notice one thing, that power 3 is going to come at the front, so I have half, then what, 3 logarithm x base c, plus that power 2 is going to come at the front, so it is going to be 2 logarithm y base c, plus that 5 is going to come at the front, so it is going to be 5 logarithm z base c. Okay, so that is basically I cannot expand it anymore. So that is the end of the expansion for this problem B. So you can see you can expand any logarithmic expression following those rule. Now what we are going to do is, now we are going to do the opposite. Okay, so we are going to try to solve a problem where logarithmic expressions are given in expanded form. We need to condense it. All right, so let's scroll it. So condense. Condense the following expression. So let's do one by one. Okay, so let's say number A, I need to condense logarithm of 3x minus logarithm of 4y. Okay, I need to condense this. And B, I need to condense 2 natural logarithm of x plus half natural logarithm of x square plus 1, and then C, I need to condense 2 logarithm of 5 base 2 plus logarithm of 9 base 2 minus logarithm of 75 base 2. Okay, and then finally D, I need to do 1/3 natural logarithm of x plus natural logarithm of x plus 1, and then minus natural logarithm of x square plus 1. So these are the 4 expression I have in expanded form, so I need to condense those expressions. So let's do it one by one. So let's say my 3x is my m, and let's say 4y is my n. So what I have, logarithm m minus logarithm n. So if you look at our quotient rule, logarithm m minus logarithm n is what? Logarithm m over n. So I can basically write it equal to logarithm m is my 3x over n is 4y. Okay, so that is the condensed form. I cannot condense it any more. Okay, so now let's look at the second problem. First of all, as you see, if I have a r at the front of logarithm, I can basically take it as a power of m. So I can take it as a power of m. So that 2 can come as a power of x. So I can basically write natural logarithm x power 2. Okay, so that is my this expression, right? Fine. Similarly, I have half in front of my logarithm, so I can take half as a power of this quantity. So I can write plus natural logarithm, my quantity is x square plus 1, and the whole thing is going to be power of half. So we are done with this expression. So now let us see, let's say my this expression is m, and let's say my this expression is n. So what I have, logarithm m plus logarithm n. So it is basically the product rule. So I can write it is natural logarithm of m multiplied by n. So what is m? X square multiplied by the second quantity is x square plus 1 and square root. So this is the most condensed form I can do, and there is nothing you can condense in any longer. Okay, so that's the answer for the second one. Now let's look at the third one. Okay, third one is going to be little interesting. So first of all, this 2 I can take as a power of 5. So I can write this is logarithm 5 square and base is 2. So my base is 2. So this is done. So next one is what? Logarithm 9 minus logarithm 75. So logarithm 9 minus logarithm 75, what can I write? This is the quotient rule. So I can write logarithm 9 over 75 and my base is 2. Okay, so this is the expression I can write. So now let's do it more. Now I can say this is my m and this is my n. So I have what? Logarithm m plus logarithm n. So this is a product rule. So what can I write? I can write logarithm m is 5 square multiplied by what? N. What is my n? 9 over 75. And what is the base? Base is 2. So let's simplify. Logarithm base 2. Okay, now 5 square is what? 5 square is 25, and then 9 over 75. Now let's do some problem solving. So 25, 75, I have 3 here, and if I take 9, if I take 3, that will be 3. So I finally get a logarithm of 3 base 2. Okay, so that is the final answer for this problem C. Okay, so this is the final answer for that particular problem. So let us look at D. So first of all, what I am going to do is I'm going to write down 1/3 as it is. All right, so I'm not going to do anything. Now what I have here is logarithm of x plus logarithm of another quantity. So this is going to be what? This is going to be a product rule. So I can write natural logarithm of x multiplied by x plus 1. Okay, so this is my first quantity. Then what I have, minus natural logarithm of the same thing, x square plus 1. I am not changing anything. Right now let's concentrate here. So if this quantity is my m, so this whole quantity is my m and this quantity is my n. So what I have logarithm of n, m minus logarithm of n. So it is a quotient rule. So I can simply write is what, natural logarithm m. What is my m? Which is x multiplied by x plus 1 over n. What is n? Which is x square plus 1. So this is my that evaluation. All right, now let's look at the power rule. You see I have this quantity. All right, now you see that 1/2 which is in front of the logarithm, that logarithm can be that 1/2 can go where, as a power of this quantity. All right, so what can I write? I can write natural logarithm and this quantity, which is x multiplied by x plus 1 over x square plus 1 and the whole thing power half. Okay, so you can leave the result like that, but if you want you can basically write another step, which is what, natural logarithm and power half is what, is simply a square root of x multiplied by x plus 1 over x square plus 1. So this is the final answer for my this problem. So that will be the end of this video. So in the next video we are going to finish the section. Okay, so